What up, y'all? Welcome back to the Smoke in the Air podcast.
Sir.
Again, it's your boy Big Steph.
Manny.
We got Big Manny, and we got Big Co. So today we got a couple new topics that we took a poll on, and the people want to hear. So I'm gonna let Manny introduce what we're gonna be talking about today.
So we got, three topics we talking about. Does body count matter? Double standards. And why do people have commitment issues during the talking phase or just even in relationships in general? So we're gonna touch on them three topics and we just gonna get at this. We're gonna get right to it, dog.
Yeah, we're gonna get right into it.
Right
Welcome
into
to the
it.
Smoke in the Air podcast.
Right into it.
So what y'all want to start off with?
I think we might as well body count matter, you know what I'm saying? Start with the first one.
Start it off. Body count matter.
Who
Well,
wanna-
since
who
you
wanna-
posed it out, since you posed that question, what do you think?
Do I think body count matters?
Yeah.
Yeah, for me personally, right? Because like I got standards, bro. Like I don't want to, like we grown now, so we understand that any woman that you get involved with, she got somewhat of a past. You know what I'm saying? Like she done dealt with multiple guys, but like you would hear outrageous numbers like, oh, I done, we 24, I done slept with 60 niggas. Like that's crazy to me. Like that's wild. Like you took 60 dicks. Like that's crazy, dog. Like
That's a lot of them.
but am I lying though? They say that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But
like-
okay, let me ask you. Why do that? Why do it matter?
I just think in the generation that we in, like it's like a pride thing. I don't know. For me, it's just kind of I'm a germaphobe too. Like I just couldn't imagine being with a woman that done slept with 60 dudes. That's crazy to me, dog. Like sleeping with 60 guys is insane. And plus, I like the idea of just kind of knowing, like, it's me and you. It's like a us type of
60
thing.
is crazy.
But that's what I'm saying. This generation, 60 is the number that a woman to say, bro.
And then for me personally, I'm gonna go more person I care about is like you speaking on the pride thing. I like to know that like I got something that not a lot of people had. You know what I mean? In terms of my woman, like I'm just saying, I'm with you. I know not a lot of people had you. Like that's it's a big ego boost and a bonus for me to know that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I'm not. If we walk into a bar, you know what I'm saying? If 30 niggas know you versus if 2 niggas know you, that's a big thing to me. Shit.
So is it tied in to men too? So like,
Oh,
if
100%.
say like
I'm
I
only
don't want no
speaking-
nigga with
Yeah,
this
and they
many
should.
bodies.
And they should. They definitely should. Like you should have that standard for yourself. But if you don't impose that standard, then I don't know how you expect somebody to follow it. So we got to start imposing that with the women that we talk to or the men that you talk to. Have that standard set from the get go. Then they'll know.
But I think that also goes into like getting to know the person that you're dealing with too. You know what I'm saying? Like do your homework. Like you shouldn't just jump into any type of situation without doing your homework on it. You know what I mean? Like you said, if that's something that's a standard for you, you should probably do your research before you start really taking it.
Yeah, we should have had that conversation.
Let me pose this question.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say you're dealing with a girl, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you meet a girl out, whatever, however y'all meet each other. Y'all just kicking it. The topic never pop up of body counts.
Right.
Right. So if you later on find out that she got this many bodies, but you already invested, you already then caught these feelings, what you do then?
Again, I think that's one of them. Like again, the conversation that we had last week, a little bit of people tuned in that one. As you were saying, like if that's your bottom line for some people, you don't know what you're gonna do until you actually, go through that situation. Then
Right.
you will know. Because right now it's easy. You will hear a lot of niggas. Oh man, I find out she got 60 bodies. It's over. I'm done. Yeah, right,
Yeah,
nigga.
that's
Yeah,
insane.
right. That shit. It sounds
That's
insane.
insane, though.
It sounds insane.
That's
But if you in
insane.
love, you gonna be like, fuck it. I'm with her now. I'm here. That 60 don't matter because she a different person.
I mean, and for some guys, it may not matter.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, for me personally, I understand any woman that we deal with is going to have a past. But to sleep with 60 guys is like, damn,
It's a lot.
Damn,
It's a lot.
that shit
That's
is
a lot.
insane. That's
It is.
insane.
It
It's
is.
just for me, like,
And again, we speaking from the male perspective.
yeah,
Just for the women, for the female viewers. So when we say women with 60 bodies, you can include that for a man as well. A man got 60 bodies. Damn, in my eyes.
he a hoe
So
too.
y'all, he a hoe too.
He a hoe too.
He a hoe too.
He a hoe too, man.
He a hoe too. And that's just for us. And not everybody gonna feel the same way, but yeah. So those go hand in hand for me. But again, if you don't hold that standard, then how do you know?
Okay, so let's go into that. Like, what is your number where you like you drawing a line? Like, what's that number? Like I threw out 60 because I'm like, that's just some shit you'll hear.
60 is crazy.
That's crazy, but like
60 is
realistically,
crazy.
like, what's your number where
10.
you like hell no?
10 and under.
At
10
24, well, okay, at 20.
10 and under.
Okay, if you 35, 40 years old,
I'm for me right now. You said what's mine for who I'm looking for
Okay,
and
at
who I
24.
date. 10 and under is what I would love for it to be at.
10 is tough.
10 and under. 10 and under.
what you saying?
And look, I'm giving some leeway because niggas like 10 is tough.
What you saying? What you think, Steph? What's your number?
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know. 10 is tough, to be honest with you.
Like tough is like that's too much or that's not or that's. Like,
I mean, realistically, bro, it's these girls gonna have more than 10.
Okay, so what's the number? What's your
That's
number where you cutting when you drawing a line?
That's what I'm saying.
Bro, I don't know. I gotta get to know somebody, bro.
No,
Like
no,
I said,
but-
I can't just put a number.
And
on it.
here's why I say 10.
What's
Right?
yours?
At the age that we at, if we saying that you started off having sex at let's say 16, right? To me, if you having sex, that should be somebody that you're in a relationship with. So like I'm giving you like 2 a year almost. To the age that we at now. That's almost 2 a year. That's not crazy.
A motherfucker take 30 dicks, you an all-American. You an all-American fucker. I don't care what you say. You an all-American. You an all-American. Motherfucker take 30 dicks, that's crazy to me.
10 is bro. 10 is crazy.
You know?
Oh, no, I don't know. Again, if I rock with somebody, I can't tell you what my number is gonna be. Now I'm like, it depends on the situation. Now if you out here, you got 20 bodies and you only say you've been in 5 relationships, and shorty, you was just out here fucking.
Yeah.
You were just out here fucking. You don't know the situation though. Like just because you ain't in a relationship don't mean that you not gonna have sex. You could be talking to somebody, you could be rocking with somebody. Just because never made it to that relationship stage don't mean that y'all not gonna have sex.
Right.
So if a girl or if a nigga talk to 15 girls
Mhm.
that never made it to a relationship stage,
Yeah.
but they had sex, that don't mean he ain't rocking with them people. That ain't mean that he was just out here fucking. He was just the people that he dealt with, the connections that they had sex.
Right.
Same thing with females.
And I agree 100%. And let me not cut you off real quick, but we got Mr. Keenan in the building now.
I want to report, Miss Bar, y'all see the P in the background. You know what I'm saying? Them Cowboys won today. Oh yeah, them Cowboys. What was the score? 43. You know our Packers. They kind of they tripping right now, but it's all good. So Keith, you heard the conversation. You know what's your take on body counts? Does that matter? Now you are an older gentleman, mature age man. Okay. You and your bachelor. You still me? Something like that. But do body counts matter for you?
So I'm gonna be real with you. For everybody who's listening, I am 34. Just get close to the mic. For everybody listening, I am 34. And after a certain point, in my opinion, they only matter if it's the type of body counts, I suppose. Like if you're in, well, I mean, if you think about it, let's say somebody was in a relationship and then got out of a relationship and just had a whole thing and went crazy, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you think about it, I think about numbers, right? Is 2 partners per year acceptable?
Yes.
What if they're 30 and they've been having sex since 15?
Right.
Now that's 30 bodies.
That's 30
You
bodies.
get what I'm saying?
And-
It's
Right.
reasonable.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Let's say,
Okay.
so let's say now they're 31, they want to settle down. Now they're married and they have one partner. That's 31. All of a sudden, that's crazy. Now they're married and they have one partner. What if in this scenario, right? These like think about things like a car, right? Or
Right.
you know what I'm saying, like quality,
Yeah.
over quantity, right?
Yep.
What if it was her profession?
Her profession.
Her
Like,
profession
like
was
she-
to
Her
have-
profession. What if it was her
Shit,
profession?
porno?
Shit,
Shit,
like
porn
people do
stuff?
that.
Shit, I
People
can't
do that.
do
I can't
that. I wouldn't date no porn
No,
star.
you can do that. Oh,
Cause you see Adam 22. You see he walking
couldn't
bars.
maybe I lost something out with that one.
That is that-
No.
No. I feel you.
All perspectives, okay? You feel me? I like to throw it out there because some people. No, listen. Hey, the recession, COVID, shit was hard.
Yep.
Shit was hard on some people. People making more money doing OnlyFans than they were stripping.
So now you
And that's a real thing.
now you finna go out here and take
What
60 dicks.
what I'm saying, no, didn't say that. What I'm saying, and even then, like like what you said, what if they have one partner? Now the quality of that one partner disqualifies them completely, right? Would you rather have somebody who has an OnlyFans or does it as a profession to make money versus somebody who took 30?
Of course, I'll take the one that has 30 versus the person that's putting it out
For the one with the one partner. Now it doesn't matter, does it? Ah.
No. It's still.
Gotcha.
No, because
I feel where you're coming from.
in that situation, yes, now it doesn't matter the body count because that's what
In
you're limited to.
comparison to.
But I'm not limited to that right now. So if I'm not limited to that, I'm not going to limit myself to that. I'm going to keep my options open, and my options are going to be for the number that I said and lower.
Okay,
So you said your max is 10, right?
10.
So we
Right now, at this age.
That's not that far. It's not that far off. You're gonna think about it.
Well, she got 12.
Not that far off. You're gonna think about it.
15.
Not get say 15. Guess what? 15 is a little bit higher. That's a little bit higher of a number. Am I gonna think about it still? Maybe not. Maybe
Should
not.
150%.
It is. What he just said it was. That's an increase. That's an increase.
So
That's an
stock
increase
went
versus
down.
1 and 2. Stock definitely went down.
So
Your stock definitely went down. I'm not
do
gonna
it
sit
apply
here
for men though?
Hell
So
yeah,
if you a
sure.
man with a certain amount of body, like if a girl like, I can't fuck with you. You got 15 bodies.
I can respect that because that's her standard.
I can respect that because that is
But
your
you
standard.
still
I'm
gonna
setting
be,
the
you
standard
gonna
for
be
myself.
like, hey, it's only 15. Like I would fuck with everybody now. I'll talk to that. I fuck.
I feel like
Yeah, but that's
Again, but if you set that standard for yourself, if she got that standard set, I gotta respect it. Like that's the only thing I can do is respect it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you like
I
damn.
feel like as you get older, as we get older,
Yeah.
the body count shit is gonna become less and less important.
yes,
Because
that's true.
as you get
I agree with
older,
that. I agree.
The body count is gonna increase. So now you saying, okay, at this age,
Yeah,
it should only be this if you have sex. So when you
For
25, that number is gonna change.
that number gonna
When
change.
you 26, that
That number
is
gonna change.
So does the body count really matter? Is you really sticking at 10?
Mm.
Or you're sticking to the essence that maybe
The
2 a year
Yeah.
is
that's
acceptable.
on
for you.
average. That's
On
on
average.
On
That's
average,
if we break it down.
That's if we
that-
break it
if
down.
we break it down, that
The-
2 of
the
a
body
year,
count
yeah,
is
then
gonna-
we can stick to
But
it.
it's always gonna change.
But it's
It
never
is
that
going to
simple.
change, but it's not going to change by a lot, as if we was just talking about earlier. It's not changing by 5, by 10. It's changing by 2. Keep that shit at a steady
Okay, so
2.
how old are you right now?
I'm 24.
So in 6 years you'll be what?
I'll be 30.
6 times 2 is what?
12.
So from 24 to 12, she done accumulated 12 more bodies.
Yes.
So now she has 22 bodies.
22,
She had
bro.
22.
You just said that they ain't accumulate by a lot. That's a lot.
That's a
we
lot.
just said
It- over
30
the
is a
years-
lot. to
double.
take.
That's double.
a lot.
So then,
So in 6 years, her body count didn't
Yeah.
double.
And again, like it, I feel like body count is a young people thing. Like that is a lot that young, I would
No,
say
it's
young
not.
people care about more. You don't think so?
All right, so
Let me hear
No.
it. Let me hear it.
it is not a young person thing. It is an older person thing. But like I said, if you want to break it down with numbers, and the reason why I propose that is because if you look at the grand scheme, you're thinking 2 bodies per year
Yep.
on average. But what if you have a crap ton of bodies in a short time,
Yeah.
and then one person for like 8 years
Right.
okay.
does
Question.
that? So that's what I'm saying.
So-
like, it's different.
But
It
why?
is.
But why would you want to
Yeah.
give yourself to these many people in the first place?
So are you
that's
saying
just
that's
crazy to me?
They're
That's
single.
you're
for you, are you
single,
saying
but
that
still, like
sexual
sex is
history
something-
matters more than the number itself?
Yes. Well, it always should be taken to a fact.
Right,
Yeah.
that's what I'm asking. So sexual history matters more than the number itself.
Yes, it should. But I don't want to sit
So it
here
don't
and say
matter
that
if you
it
took
doesn't matter.
Okay.
But and
I mean-
at my age, it still matters.
Okay.
If we being
Bodies
honest,
do matter.
If you're single, you're going to date.
Right.
Right? If you're
Yeah.
dating people and you hanging out, it's
Yeah, you gonna date,
a high chance y'all might have sex.
but you ain't gotta have sex with every person that you date either.
You don't have to, but what's
What if you
stop
do?
you? If the connection is there, that don't mean that you a hoe. That don't mean that it's
You
something
actually
negative.
call it actual connection. I mean, no, that means you
Wait, wait,
actual
wait.
connection.
Let me just pose this out there, right? Let me throw this out there. If you had sex with everybody you dated, right, and you dated 30 people, and you had sex with all 30 people, but you're somebody that'd be like, oh, I don't just do this with anybody. But yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Clearly, you do that with everybody.
Exactly. Now you come on now, like you
Well,
lying.
that's a lie. Now. That's something different. That's a lie.
I'm just asking though, but that does matter though. You clearly
I
don't
would
cherish.
respect somebody more if they say, let's see, if the connection is there and that's what we want to do, then that's what I'm going to do.
So, first of all, why are we asking people their body count to begin with. I understand that sexual history and preference and sexual status, is very important to get tested. Right?
That's why we're
Very
asking.
important to get
That's
tested.
why I'm asking. I was just gonna say
I would like that.
That's why I was
I
asking.
understand that's
And again, for a lot of people, I think it's an ego thing.
That shit fucking matters.
It's an ego thing, though. It's a pride thing.
They got committee out here.
As I stated earlier,
gonorrhea, all type of shit. I'm not
that's
trying
what
to
you're limited to right now.
AIDS, HIV, all type of shit. I'm not.
saying,
No, I'm just saying. It matters to me.
Infections, not diseases.
It matters to me how many people you done fucked in the past couple years. You feel me? We 24 years old.
Yeah.
Like I say, you come to me talking about you done fucked 30 niggas. You an all-American sex artist, all of that shit. I'm cool on it.
I'm gonna be honest.
I'm cool.
I'm not asking.
You
I
ain't
really don't care to ask. If it come up,
It's not. It may not. That's what
If
I'm saying.
it
So when
come
it
up.
does come up,
if that conversation comes up, then I just want you to be truthful and let me make the decision on what I want to do.
So you're gonna sit there and count in front of her? You got a running total in your head, like, okay, this will be my 25th body. Like,
I know running total.
That's what I'm saying. But
if
you know how
you-
bad that sounds
if
when you
you
get in front of her,
ask-
like, wait a minute.
Exactly. But if you ask me, I'll be like, look, I didn't have my fair share of my dealings.
what the
So
fuck
what do
you-
is the fair share? What does that
Be
mean?
specific.
Bitch, if I go in this bathroom and I start shooting acid, I got something to say to you.
But see, that can also be like sexual chemistry, pH balance get thrown off. You can literally just put on the wrong underwear and
never-
pH can go off. Like, it happens.
No,
You
for
can
real.
I'm
change
talking
the wrong
about-
detergent.
I
and
get
the
that. I'm
reaction
talking
is
about.
different.
I'm talking about if I go in the bathroom and my shit burning.
If you ain't drinking enough water, your shit can be burning. Like,
My shit ain't
My
never
shit- my shit-
burned.
no.
that's a fact. That's a
Yeah.
fact. It's called dehydration, my guy. Like, come on.
I feel
Hell,
you.
come on.
Well, I'm an athlete. I'm always drinking water.
Okay, good for you.
You know, you drink water too.
Well, I know.
at one time I was hospitalized with dehydration and my shit didn't burn.
Facts.
I don't know
Hey, yeah,
what the fuck's
facts.
going on. Hey, no.
Hell,
Hey,
everybody.
I'm not
Listen,
saying that you're wrong. I'm
listen,
just saying
listen.
I ain't never seen it.
I know it's a lot of shit that can happen. It's a lot of shit that just because we ain't experienced it don't mean like
It doesn't matter.
it don't happen.
Facts.
You can't be-
Listen. This is just content for the podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Now I'm getting here.
Okay. So y'all want to transition to the
We
next
can
topic?
definitely transition. So what's the next topic?
Double standards. Double standards.
Standard.
And I feel like that could be tricky.
Double standards can go to anything.
Double standards
They
can
go to
definitely go to anything.
So what's
One is double standard. We kind of just spoke on it though.
We
It
did.
was a double standard to me. Like body count is a double standard.
Yeah.
It was.
So that can definitely be viewed as that.
So
Another double
let's
standard.
start off just to like
Yeah.
kind of section it.
Okay.
Let's start with in relation.
Yeah.
okay?
So let's start off with double standard in
Right.
relation.
So like something like having opposite sex friends,
Yes,
something like that.
that could
Do
be.
you think that's a double standard?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it can.
It can be.
Can be. I don't think that, I haven't seen it too often though.
What
I
you mean?
have.
What
You
you
have?
mean?
Yeah.
I haven't seen too often. Where like, well, what's the double standard? Let me hear the double standard first, because I got one in my head, but I don't know if it's the one.
So
you're talking
some double standard I heard, and I ain't trying to just put it on with her.
Yep.
But like some double standard I heard, like you know what I'm saying, if your girl asks you or tell you like she don't want you being friends with this female,
Right.
you're not gonna be friends with that female.
Correct.
That female may be blocked the next 5 seconds, literally. As soon as you find her page.
Oh, yeah.
no doubt.
Versus women sometimes,
Yes.
you can be like, hey, look, I don't want you being friends with this person. And they hit you with like,
Wow.
we've been friends since middle school, whatever. My parents know his parents. That's not what I asked you. Like that's not the point.
Yep.
If you ask me to do something, you're gonna expect me to follow through. You tell me you don't want me to be friends with a female, then that should be it.
Right.
If I tell you I don't want you to be friends with this nigga, then that should be it.
Right.
So that's kind of like a double standard.
So to go deeper into that, what qualifies for her to like not be friends with this nigga no more?
What you mean?
Like what would be a reason why you would tell your lady that she can't have that male friend?
Women have women intuition. I got nigga intuition.
Right.
So if I'm around this nigga, I can tell when he.
you know when a nigga like your
I
woman.
can tell when his attention.
That is
Now
a-
this nigga can
that's
come
a
off
fact.
as nice as I'm a nigga. So I can tell.
Right.
I can tell that if you hit this nigga like, man, this nigga acting up, I want you to pull up. I just need you to hold me with her. I can tell if that nigga gonna pull up or if that nigga gonna be like, hey, shit, you tripping. I don't know what y'all going
Shit
through,
dead.
but Don't disrespect me like that.
Yeah.
We don't get down like that. You know that. But a lot of niggas ain't gonna do that. A lot of niggas gonna pull up the color. I can tell that shit. Women got women intuition. I got niggas intuition.
But
You can tell when a nigga is looking for that open. And a lot of guys will. A lot of guys, people can play the part for so long.
Yeah.
People can.
Now here's the question I want to ask, and again, it's not the person, but it's that you out of the guys I know here, you have the most amount of female friends. They're friends. I'm saying friends. They're literally friends. If your partner didn't want you to be friends with them anymore, would you stop being friends with those women?
I already have.
Okay. I didn't know. That was a legit question. I'm not being funny.
No, I already have.
Okay.
That's just a sacrifice I gotta make for my relationship. If you my friend, and I'll tell you, like, look, my girl she ain't comfortable with this.
Yeah.
If you my friend, then you should be there when I come back.
so are you cutting that friendship off, or are you just kind of like cutting out like how often you talk? Yeah, there you go.
We gotta minimize it. So as far as like you FaceTime me every day and shit, and all this, that can't happen.
Okay.
Now I'm not saying you can't shoot me a text like, hey, how everything going? Hope everything's all right. We can do that. We can have that conversation.
Yeah.
But as far as like you calling me, you pulling up to my house and shit like that shit just can't happen.
Right.
We gotta minimize what our friendship consists of.
Okay.
That's how I feel. And you should respect that, because I don't respect
And
it.
I understand respecting that part, but like, let's go if you did the extreme, like you was like, no, like we literally can't do none of that. Like, I don't want, you can't text, you can't call. We're not gonna be friends on Facebook, Instagram, no social media. Can you still say, oh, they shouldn't take that no type of way?
No, you should.
Okay.
I can't tell you how to take it.
Yeah.
I'd be a little upset too.
Okay.
I know that everybody's gonna do it.
I was only asking because your statement beforehand. I don't know if you heard. You was like, as a friend, you should respect that if it was. And I'm just like, I understand
yeah.
that.
I mean, I
That's
think
all
you're
I'm-
gonna be upset regardless.
Yep.
But if you honest in a friendship, like, it's a lot easier to come back from honesty than it is to come back from lies.
Yeah.
So if I just cut you off completely, I ain't say shit,
Right.
then I can see you being a little more upset.
Yeah.
Now,
And
if I communicated with you, still gonna be upset.
Yeah.
But if something happened, if you my friend, I'm just gonna assume 9 times out of 10 you gonna come back. You gonna be there and be like, you know, so you might hit me with the nigga, I told you so,
Right.
but you still gonna be there.
Right.
You might just come back just for the satisfaction of saying that, saying like, nigga, I told you that bitch wasn't no good, but you want to stop being friends with me, friend.
Yeah.
And I gotta be like, yeah, you right. But at the time, bro, you gotta realize when you in a relationship, that's the person you gonna deal with. That's the person you get shared accounts with. That's the person you got kids with. That's the person you live with. That's the person that
You gotta
the
sacrifice
rest of
something.
your life is with.
Mm-hmm.
If I gotta sacrifice this for that, I gotta do it. Relationships is all about sacrifice.
Big
Right.
facts.
Okay. I like
So
that.
I mean, how would you feel? Like, what would you do if your girl told you that she wasn't cool with your best friend?
That's a woman.
That's one.
That's a woman.
That's hard. That's hard for me to say because I haven't been there. Because I don't, me personally, and I was gonna get into. I don't have any female friends. I got acquaintances. For any of y'all that watch it, be like, okay, I thought we was friends. We acquaintances, my nigga. Just to let y'all know. But yeah, I don't have any female friends. So that's hard to answer for myself.
But if you did,
If you did.
nut ass nigga.
Yeah, I gotta be another ass nigga. If I did, I'm gonna go ahead and say right now, I'm gonna cut them off. And I can only say that just because I don't have any. I don't have. It's easy for me to say that I can. I don't have it, so yeah.
So
I'm gonna cut them off.
okay, let me ask you, just in case. Do you feel like you would take into account of what the relationship is? So let's say you had a female friend and y'all ain't never been on that type of time.
Yeah.
And your girl said that. Would that matter? Like, would you assess, like, okay,
Yeah, I mean, you would take that into consideration a little bit, obviously, because there's no history between you and that girl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then again, like you just said, like, this the person I gotta go home with every night. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a standard for her. She's telling me she feels some type of way about that. Maybe she's some shit I don't see. So I gotta dead that friendship or temper it a little bit. You know, chill out on that
And that's
friendship.
cool saying that. Let me, if it was, what if it's every single female though?
Then that's different.
Every
Hell
single
no.
one.
Then we gotta.
It's not like you just seeing,
Right.
like you're not seeing nothing. You just like, I don't want you hanging around no females.
That's insecurity.
insecurity.
Then we gotta sit down and have. We got a deeper problem. We got a deeper issue.
got a
We got a deeper issue than just my fucking friend.
You
Okay.
gotta- I'm just assuming that if you
No,
say
we
my
all
best
agree on
friend
that
that
one,
you
yeah.
got
Yeah.
some type of valid.
Now I would ask
Okay,
her.
yeah.
I would ask her like, why do you feel this way? Like,
And that's
what
a
has
fair
she
question.
done? Like,
That is a fair question.
What's going
Yes.
on? What
That
did
is.
she do to you? Did she say something to me? Like, what are you seeing and I'm not seeing?
Yeah.
And then you go from there. Ultimately, yes, I would like to think that I would definitely, dead that friendship. But if it's not a valid reason, if you just kind of like, I ain't gonna lie,
If she just
if you just being insecure, you just bugging
she
out.
like she too pretty.
Yeah, like
I
what?
feel
Like
like
what
you
the
gonna-
fuck? Like you you fine. You too damn pretty. I mean, come on now. Like, oh hell no.
What you think?
Yeah, what you think, OG?
Okay, so we're kind of thinking about everybody's perspective and my own personal experience. In my opinion, it comes down to respect and intentions. So obviously having respect for yourself, for your relationship, and your friends, for your woman, and for the gravity of the situation as a whole. What does it look like? What does it seem like from the outside in?
Right.
Some people, as friends,
Yeah.
have, I have a few female best friends, right? And I do mean that when we haven't done anything, and we have a past, right, of like a long history of knowing each other.
Right.
And now I introduce somebody new into this, and I want to give my significant other the chance. I want my woman know, like, hey, you got the chance to meet this person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to give her that respect to know this person, to be able to be comfortable with them as my best friend. This can be your friend too if you want to or not.
Right.
And that's fine. And then, obviously assessing what's the intention of that friendship. Same thing for her, with her, her male friends. If, like what you said, you got the intuition where you can sense this person's intentions aren't pure as a friend, whether it's to sneak in through a crack or to separate you from her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can sense intentions. And that's the thing that you got to discern. You have to discern that. But it's always not cut and dry. And like to y'all said, to y'all effect, some people like to, what's the word? People like to just kind of entertain people just because.
Yeah. And
so you kind of have to realize that that's what's happening. Some people like your girlfriend or whoever, for people that are gay, it's fine. Like if you have a boyfriend, right? You're entertaining somebody, and that person just literally wants to break y'all up just because. Or now all of a sudden, right? They hate. And now all of a sudden, it's like, oh, this person is actually attractive. I see how they are in a relationship. Right. I see they are somebody. Oh shoot, I've been looking for somebody just like him. Right. This whole time. Maybe I should try him. No. That's what I'm saying. This friend has to respect your relationship. You have to respect your wishes if you want to separate or put it on the back burner or just dial it down. Your girlfriend should respect if it's been a long time friendship. If I've known this person since I was 5.
Yes.
And you just not coming in at the ripe old age of 34. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's not going to be easy
cut
to
you
detach.
off. It's not going to be easy to detach from that person. This person might be the grandmother of my child. We might work together. We might, there's a lot to unpack.
Yeah.
And to just cast aside because, and I've been in that situation. I'm not saying that I handle it the best, but
that's real shit though. That's real shit right there. You see, our podcast, we gonna speak the reals always. You see that him taking.
But I did learn from that situation, understanding that that it is about intentions and respect. Does it make you look bad? Does it make your significant other look bad? How does it look from the outside looking in for anybody else watching? If it's like y'all have a friendship that you can't really explain, but it works for y'all,
right?
And y'all might be like stupid close. Y'all got a handshake and y'all like chest bumping shit. They be like, bro, they over here touching bodies. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude, they hang out. They go ride. They go ride in the car together. They go shopping together. They cooking together. They talk on the phone all night, every night. That's my friend. That's my dog.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
So would that be a valid reason though? If like she like, because I see what that could turn into. Like I know you don't see it right now because y'all like, man, look at each other like that. But I see what that could turn into.
Right.
It only take one little small moment for y'all to.
But I feel like
that little.
And at that point, I'm like, but that probably would have already happened.
Not necessarily. I get what you're saying. Like, you definitely would think.
Like what Keenan just described is like y'all. It's not like that's a friend. You just always with that motherfucker. Y'all done had a lot of long time. It's the best friend. You know what I'm saying? Like you probably done been around for some of her breakups, all types.
I was gonna say that's what I was gonna say. Like,
you know what I mean?
They've been there for like your darkest moments. And your sad as your best friend. Like that'd be a hard relationship to just end for somebody
because somebody said I don't like that person.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you
I don't
was
like
here for so
They
much.
probably want you.
She been here for so much, and you just want me just to dead it. That would be hard. Shit.
Hey, but
It'd be hard, but it'd be.
That'd be a
But if you
conversation
love
that
that
you-
woman though, and you value that relationship,
You gonna do it.
you gotta do what you gotta do.
But if I don't, do I love you any less? Do I truly? I might still truly love you, but I love this other person
I don't
too.
think you
I
love
love
them.
them in a
You don't
different
love
way.
him enough
though.
to sacrifice.
I don't think you love them
You
any
don't love
less,
enough.
but
You
like,
don't love him enough.
You don't love them enough.
nope.
That's
I feel like you just put more value on your friendship than your
in
relationship.
your relationship.
and that's going.
If that's the ultimatum that was given to you, which is a terrible situation you put into,
Yeah.
that's a trash
Yeah.
ultimatum. But
Okay.
it's valid and it happens all the time.
Yes.
It happens all the time, more times than not, and people are going through that right now. Even as they listen to this, they're probably going through some.
They probably hearing this like, damn, this is what I'm
Man,
going through
This is
right
what I'm
now.
going through. Right now. Hey, bro, I'll tell y'all to make that sacrifice.
Sympathize.
I'll
See,
make
that's the
that.
thing too, though. You know, now to take it back to the topic about double standards, like it's literally about the same thing. Would you expect this of your other person? A double standard literally means that it is one-sided, beneficial to one person.
Yeah.
If you're setting a standard that's communicated on both sides, but then your double standard is favored to where it favors
To
you
you,
or
yeah.
only one person or the other side.
Yeah.
Is that fair? Would you look at that same scenario objectively on the outside and go, I wouldn't like that either for myself. If this person did that to me, how would I feel?
Right.
That's what that comes down to. That's what it ultimately boils down to: the intention, the respect, what it looks like,
Right.
and what it really is.
Nah, yeah. What's some other double standards? I mean, we can.
I was gonna like if we sticking on the relationship, I would say like kind of roles in a relationship can kind of be a double standard as well. Like
That's been like
In a-
the newest big one.
yes,
That's been like the biggest
Yeah,
one.
kind of go into our next topic too, though. Just like you said, there's income matter in a relationship in terms of like the roles. Like you got some relationships where the woman is the breadwinner and the man is the nigga that's taking care of home. So like, I can go into the next topic too.
and I was like a double standard with the and again throwing if we're going income, like we both work, but I expect you to pay for everything. Like your money is our money, but my money is my money. I don't know if y'all heard that shit.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Like to me, that's a double standard. To me, like
It is.
'cause-
Yeah, it is.
hey,
it
no,
literally
like
is.
we
By
finna
definition, it is.
yeah,
It
like
is.
we not gonna do that.
Exactly.
If we both working, and again, my biggest thing is like haven't been in that type of relationship yet, but we gonna do like a joint account, and then we can do two separate accounts if we gonna do some shit like that. But
I agree with that.
we not
I think
finna
like
we not finna do no. Oh yeah, you pay all the bills because that's what a man should do.
I think
Hell
that's
no,
been-
this
let's-
is that shit.
Wait. So let's literally just make sure we understand. For whatever reason, money is masculine.
Yes,
Not to say that it only belongs to men making it. I'm not saying that. For whatever reason,
kind of a man's
the power changes, the power shifts. There's a power struggle when you incorporate money, and therefore power
Definitely.
equals masculinity. So
Mhm.
money equals power, and power equals masculinity. So money equals masculinity, right?
Right.
So that whenever somebody, let's say a woman, comes to the relationship and she makes more money for whatever
gonna let
reason,
your
now
ass
she
know
feels
about
like she's the man.
She gonna let you know about
She gonna
that
let you
shit.
know.
She gonna let you know about that.
She gonna let you know.
Not to say that, she definitely let you
She
know.
gonna let you know.
Every
Sure.
chance you get.
every single
I don't know
time.
about every chance, but she definitely. But she,
I'm-
when
but
something
I-
happens you don't like, she don't like it.
That's what I mean. Every
It's gonna
chance
come
you
out.
get. I'm not saying like she's gonna throw it in, like she's gonna wake up like,
Some might.
nigga, I make
some,
more money than you. Don't forget that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. I ain't
Right.
saying like oh
When
she
y'all get into
you know
an
what I'm
argument, oh yeah, she definitely gonna let you
saying?
know.
Yeah,
She gonna let you know. But like the newest thing that like I've been noticing
yeah. Mm-hmm.
is like women saying like men should be how they were back in the day as far as paying bills,
Yeah.
doing all these things that
Yeah,
I
but
was
they
gonna-
not
I
the
was gonna
same
speak
women.
on
that.
They not the
I
same
don't-
women though.
I shouldn't be the same woman that women used
Fuck
to.
out of here.
And you know what?
Fuck
It's
no.
that as well. But I was gonna say is so back in the day, like women couldn't do things with their money. It's like a lot of women could not work. A lot of women
They
could
didn't
not
have
have
bank accounts.
houses.
They didn't have
They
bank
couldn't
accounts.
have a bank account. And for anybody that doesn't know, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, that was up until like the 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
So all of this shit is recent, everybody. This is a generation that we're going through, a couple generations of this argument now. So women just started being able to do that. That's why a lot of things were male dominated because they had to go through their husband to get a lot of stuff. So your husband was the breadwinner because he had to be the breadwinner. It wasn't like it was a choice. It wasn't an option.
But I will say though, I think most men in general know that their job is to provide. So I'm gonna say this: I think most men probably wouldn't mind, at least me personally, I wouldn't mind taking care of all the bills as long as my woman is taking care of the house. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like I know what you're saying. Like we had to do that back in the day,
Yep.
but like that became the standard though too. Like we were raised into that. You know what I'm saying? Like
And
some of us were raised into that.
Yeah, and I get what you're saying. It's like you wouldn't mind doing
I wouldn't
that.
mind doing it for the right woman.
What if you
But
could?
then that's different. Then at that point, if I can't do that, then
But
that's
that's
something
still
she gotta-
expected of you.
but then she knew that going into the relationship that I wasn't financially stable to do that. So why would you marry me? Why would you have kids with me if you knew that I wasn't financially stable? You feel me? Like you can't be mad about some shit that you knew beforehand. You know what I'm saying? That's my take on it. But
So okay, with that, does it lead to an off balance though?
what do you mean by that?
Like because if I'm paying all the bills, do I feel like I have a certain right to do certain shit?
100%.
What you mean by
Just
what do you
off
mean by
of-
that?
I mean, just off whatever. Like,
just off
okay,
the
I've
shit.
heard some celebrities say like, and I'm talking about women. Our
Yeah.
women say if I pay all the bills, then I can cheat or
Get
whatever.
the fuck out of here.
I can-
Get the fuck out of
I'm
here.
saying,
Fuck out
but
of here.
men,
No, hell no.
we gotta
Nobody
be,
got the right to cheat.
but listen, we gotta be honest because in those times where men paid all the bills and shit, men were cheating. a lot.
Back in the day, the niggas was rolling
yeah,
they
stones.
was cheating
They
a
was
lot.
acting like they been
Oh,
in
But
it.
yeah.
that comes
Yeah.
from the fact of I pay all the bills.
I agree with you 100%.
So, as far as me paying all these bills, you can't say shit to me. You got a roof over your head. I pay for the food. I pay. Don't say nothing to me.
Are there some? Now I agree with you. I think that there are some things like we just not finna argue about. We're not finna have a conversation about. But we are still in a marriage, so.
So
you
let
my
me
wife,
ask
you
this.
feel me? I'm not finna be
Even
fucking
though,
off on you and shit like that.
even though you pay all the bills,
Right?
and this is me asking you as a man because you said that you'll be willing to do that. Do you feel like you should never cook?
Do I feel like I should never? Cook?
Yeah. Do you feel like you should never have to wash a dish? Do you feel like you should never have to do laundry? But I pay all the bills in this one. I pay all the bills. I bought the washer. I bought the dryer. I bought that
I'm
dishwasher.
gonna be real with you. I'm so independent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just that's just how I am. Like,
Right.
I would probably do certain things just because. You feel me? So if my lady just threw down and we got 5-6 kids,
Yeah.
you feel me? As a man, just I'm a grown ass man. Yeah, I would love to go upstairs to my little room and you feel me, kick back or drink my little beer while she do all that. But just because I'm a man and I respect my woman, you just slaved a little bit.
So let's.
I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna wash them dishes for you.
Let's
I'm
go
gonna
on
put it in
like
the
a,
dishwasher.
let's go on like a smaller scale, right? Let's say you go on a date.
Yep.
As a man, you have in your mind. Well, I consider us as men. We had these conversations. We all. If you go on a date, you're assuming that you're gonna pay for the bill.
100%.
Yeah.
So would you find it more appreciative if like she pulled out her card and offered to pay?
That definitely goes a long way.
Yeah.
And
That'd
mental.
be cool, but I'm gonna
And
still
mental.
pay.
I'm still
I'm
gonna
still
pay.
pay because it's the fact that you thought about it. You didn't
Yeah.
expect it.
Right.
You didn't expect for me to do that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It makes me
So
feel
okay,
good.
when we go back into the bills, would you would you be more appreciative if she said, look, I know you can pay all the bills.
Yep.
Here's the thing. We in this relationship together.
Hell yeah.
My money is your money is my money.
Hell yeah.
So you can take care of the big bills. I know that means something to you
Yep.
you can take care of the big bills.
Yep.
I'll take care of the small bills.
Right.
Whatever that may be, I'll take care of
Yeah.
the cell phone bill, the We Energy bill.
Yeah.
If you wanna do the rent, the
Yeah.
car note, the whatever it is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just so she feel like we in this together.
We in this-
Yeah.
and-
I'm
And
okay.
that's
with
the
that.
thing that I feel like a lot of women don't have.
Yeah, but not
It's-
even I want, and that is right. But I was gonna say this as well. I feel like some niggas don't want that. Not all. I'm saying some niggas don't want that because they want to be able to say, "Nah, I pay for all of this. This is all mine."
But then but then you in it for the wrong
You
reason.
in it for the wrong. But
You in
I'm
it for the
saying
wrong
like
reason,
that's,
bro.
but that's being a real man is knowing
Ain't
like
no man, man.
we could, yeah, you can pay for the small stuff, and I'm not gonna throw that in your face. Like
Yeah.
I pay for the car. What you mean? You got the cable bill, but saying like you're not gonna throw that in her face. That's a real man is knowing that
I
if she
feel
do
like-
that, you know that yeah, she do pay bills. So I'm gonna let her say I pay bills too, because you do pay bills too,
It's our house.
right? But I'm saying some niggas be like, oh no, I don't want that because I don't want her to have no
And
say.
Here's where I always
That's just some weak ass shit.
That
bro.
is.
here's where I
That's weak.
always give us credit. I'm talking about us. We
Yeah.
always we don't just put it on women. We go both sides.
100%.
A lot of this is because it's a lot of these niggas out here
Oh yeah,
who is just shacking up.
yes,
These niggas ain't bringing nothing but sex.
nothing.
So these
That's what
niggas
they want,
is
though,
just
bro. That's what they want.
that's what
Some of these women, bro. That's what they looking for.
that ain't what they Not all of them.
Not all of them,
I feel like a lot of them.
but some of them.
I feel like a lot of them. Okay, if a woman sees a man with good quality, right?
Yeah.
And she like, okay, if he want to move in with me, right? Maybe he ain't got his shit together right now. I'm cool with taking care of this because I feel like it'll get you on your feet. When it gets you on your feet, I want you to become a man. I want you to take over this role as a man.
Yep.
I don't want you to keep being okay with me doing all
Taking
this
care of
shit.
you.
I want you to take over the role. And
But
a lot of niggas never do.
They never do.
A
And
lot of
it-
niggas is like,
But here's the could it go back to what we were talking about last week with the you created an expectation or you
Facts.
created a standard in that relationship. So even though your thought was let me help this man so he get back on his feet and then he gonna pick up some of these duties that he should pick up. Not saying that a man should pick up, that anybody should pick up. But you create that standard of you taking care of them already without them doing it. So to a lot of them, they get in that
when it
mindset
comes to
of
men,
why would
just
I do
knowing
it?
it
I
don't,
can't-
it don't
I
come to that. A lot of niggas is just like, a lot of niggas that come in here and be like, nigga, my bills pay all the bills.
And you sound like a fucking dumbass.
Because they think
You sound like a fucking
shit is
idiot, bro.
player.
That shit
ain't
that shit
player.
is weak, bro.
She didn't make you accustomed to not having to pay bills. Nigga, she didn't. Because I guarantee you almost every day she gonna be like, did you apply for that job? Did you do this? Like what's your goal? What have you been doing to
Yeah.
right? And it's gonna be that's where the toxic relationship comes in. Cause she probably ain't gonna leave.
Oh.
She wanna be with you. You just a dickhead enough to be like, I know she wanna be with me, so I'm gonna keep doing what
I do.
I'm doing.
Yeah.
And you gonna have the sucker ass niggas, your sucker ass friends that's gonna be like, nigga, keep
doing that.
bro. Keep letting that.
Yeah, keep boning it.
It's time for these bitches to pay. No, but they ain't how this.
Sound like the whole group lame.
You know, y'all all lame.
They're all lame.
Because if one of y'all's doing it, I'm gonna be like, look at bro, you gotta get your shit together.
Some sucker ass shit you on.
You gotta get your shit together.
Yeah.
And if you ain't got your shit together enough to be in that relationship, then don't be in that relationship.
Yep.
That's okay. I ain't saying that like niggas should be out here broke. But it's okay to be like, look, I'm not financially stable or whatever to be in a relationship. The relationship that I want.
Right,
The relationship
right.
I want to be able to be that contributor,
So-
the main contributor.
Would it be wrong if a man was a house husband in your eyes? A husband. Like he's doing the jobs that throughout history necessarily a woman would do. But if his woman has a really good job, let's say she's a doctor, right? But she's like, I want you to be home. Like they had kids and all that. I want you to be home. Sacrifice whatever you going to work that job, but you're home and all the bills are taken care of. I got that.
See,
Would you make fun of that?
That's a conversation.
Yeah, it's a
to
conversation.
have,
Mhm.
But as a man,
Wouldn't feel right.
I gotta be doing something.
Hell yeah.
I may not be making as much money as you, but I gotta be doing something.
But what if you are doing something? Like I said, what if you are necessarily doing the housework?
I can't see
I'm
myself
doing
just
something.
sitting at home. all
I
day.
gotta do something.
I don't
As far even if I'm doing this, let's say this can bring in some money. I gotta be doing this. I can start a clothing line. I can't just sit there
Yeah.
and do that.
So y'all,
Especially if I wasn't raised like that.
if I'm hearing y'all correct, I'm not trying to put words in your mouth. Y'all don't think there could be a house husband?
I mean, I think that there can be a house husband. I
And
just
I'm
won't be.
necessarily, yeah. So you think that would you make fun of a guy that was a house husband?
No, because that's their situation. That's their situation. Like
Without-
Steph just said, it was clearly a conversation that was had
Yeah.
that he's comfortable
Yeah,
with that.
that's all I'm saying. Like, you wouldn't look at him
But
as
I
like a
would
bum
want to know
nigga.
on both sides,
Yeah.
as a man and a woman.
Yeah.
Because let's say you have kids. Eventually, them kids go to school.
Oh yeah.
Kids in school from
Right.
7:30 or 8 o'clock to 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Some have after school programs, so you're in there from 8 to 4. What are you doing in between that time?
Exactly. Cleaning out.
What, you can only clean so much.
Right.
But
If ain't nobody
100%.
at home, it's only so many
Oh,
dishes.
100%.
It's only so many times you can vacuum.
Oh yeah.
We didn't all deep clean the house. That shit may take a couple hours. You're not doing that all day. So what about you is cool with just sitting there all day?
Right.
There's nothing in you that wants to say, let me do something.
Yeah.
Even if my money is just for me to take you out on a date,
I
let
was-
me do
Yeah.
something.
And again, I was asking that question because I feel like it was a double standard. And again, we just kind of, in my opinion, y'all answered it. The double standard is real. A nigga can't be just a house husband. If a woman came in here and was just a housewife, y'all wouldn't give a second fucking thought about it, nor would a lot of women.
Yeah.
They wouldn't give a second thought about it.
That's not true. I would.
You would?
I would. I would ask, what are you doing?
Okay.
Because here's the thing. A lot of women, especially you see it with a lot of celebrities.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of them go to their shit.
Yeah.
Eventually, you're going to get tired of just sitting at home.
Yeah.
Being a
What's going on?
So West in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We on our
Yo,
podcast.
yeah.
Hey, hold on.
Welcome
Hey,
all
you
guests
good
to
though?
the
You good
podcast.
though? You good though? Toast West. Come on, Tone.
Come
Come on, Tone. Hey, man. Big Tone, what class? Toast West, what class? What class?
Hey, 2008, Tulsa West.
2008.
Damn.
2018.
2015. Granddaddy. Love you boys.
OG in the game.
Oh, man. All right, Tone.
Appreciate you stopping in. Oh yeah.
But yeah, like I was saying, like I would ask you, what are you doing today? Right? A lot of times it eats women up to sit at home. They want to do something.
Yeah.
You don't want to just sit at home. At first, being a housewife or a house nigga, it sounds good.
They do.
But you're going to get bored. You're going to want to do something.
Facts.
Now the women that's okay with it, those are the women that they just want to shop. They want to go spend some money. I don't get how that's. I don't get as a woman, right? For as much as women like to claim their independence, I don't get how you independent.
Right.
I don't
No,
get
and
independence.
I definitely understand that. I've heard this from someone like I'm not. There's no names being thrown out on here. I've heard a woman tell me that like a nigga paid her to not do shit, like to just be available for him. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like he paid rent and all that for her just to be available whenever he called.
To go back to your question, though, yes, it is kind of a double standard because if a man came and was like, "Yeah, nigga, I'm a house nigga, not a house, I'm a house husband.
Yeah.
My wife go to work, I clean, I take care of the kid." I would kind of be like, "Bro, like you don't want to do nothing."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. No, I feel it. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just asking the question for real. I just want y'all's opinion. Like, again, we was talking about double standards. I feel like some double standards hold true to me. Some of them they come from a place that they are true. It's a reason why we have it.
Well, you know,
Anything else to add on to that one?
no, I mean that. Like I said, that was pretty much it. That was all. We hit our topics for the day. You know what I'm saying? Listen,
no,
man.
we can change this. I think we got one more, don't we?
I think what?
Commitment.
Commitment. Yes.
Commitment.
What sparks
Commitment.
What sparks commitment issues in a relationship, guys?
What do you think? So, what do you think sparks commitment issues?
So, me and Cole was talking about this shit a couple days ago. What sparks commitment issues? And for me personally, bro, I think no, I'm good. I think it's accountability, bro. Like people don't want to be held accountable during these relationships. I think everybody at this table, right? Either of us, we're all in a relationship or we're in some type of situationship. But situationships tend to be something that, you know, a lot of us fuck with. You know what I'm saying? a lot of us get into these. A lot of us get into these situationships, man, and we get comfortable being in them, right?
Why is that?
Huh?
Why is that?
Because because there's no commitment there. You don't. It's like I say. It's about being held accountable. Yeah. And when you commit to somebody, you can be held accountable for doing some bullshit. In a situationship, bro, you could be in a situation for 6-7 months, and I could still go fuck another woman. She can still go text other niggas, do what she want to do, and we can't say nothing because we don't have that title. There's no commitment there.
So you think part of like commitment issues is having the freedom to do what you want to do?
Yeah.
The entertainment of other people.
I think the freedom, if you want to ask me, I think the biggest thing is insecurities. Okay. So you're afraid or insecure about something within yourself that you don't think that person is going to accept, so you just don't commit to shit.
That could be one.
You know what I mean? Oh, I'm insecure about
being held responsible.
I'm insecure about being held responsible, so I'm not going to commit because I don't want to be held responsible. I'm insecure about the money I make, so I'm not going to date somebody real serious because what if it does come to that relationship and we get to that point and now we got to have that tough conversation and I got to bills come up and all that. You know what I mean? Oh, where do you live? Oh, I still live with my parents because
So
you
really-
don't have the financial.
Yeah.
So like the
So
insecurity.
what if
part.
like on a different side? So what if, you know what I mean, you, as far as commitment issues, like what if you just realize that like you're not ready to be responsible for another person?
But to me, that's not a commitment. That's not a That's not an issue. You already accepted what you're doing. Now, are you working past that? What are you doing to work past that?
It can be commitment issues because you're doing everything else. So you're already going on dates with this woman. You're already doing this. You having sex with her. You don't want to be responsible for her feelings. You don't want for her to be like
You don't want to be held accountable.
You don't want to be held accountable. I think you should work on that part. If accountability is a big thing, I think that's something that you need to work on
Yeah.
personally
Shit
before
bigger
you
than
get to
me.
dealing with anybody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I'm finna.
Commitment issues. I don't know. Commitment issues can be sparked up by anything. It's, a lot of times it usually is. There's somebody else in the picture.
Yeah.
I said 9 times out of 10 it's somebody else in the picture.
Somebody else in the picture.
Somebody else.
Or past dealings. Yeah.
Bro, 9
I
times.
got hurt in the past.
Listen.
I
Yeah,
don't
but
wanna
you
commit to
can't. But
nobody.
you can't make me pay for what previous cats did to you.
You can't, and that's
You
why
can't.
you'll never be in a relationship. But that
You
is a commitment issue. And the last nigga I was with cheated, and you go, oh, well, shorty, I ain't gonna cheat on you.
You don't know
Man,
that.
how do I know that?
Then like we didn't. The main word that we said, they hit it perfect, is that accountability.
Yeah.
Because you can say that to me. You can say like, "Oh, this past nigga, he did this to me, he did that," but you still cool with me taking you out on dates.
Right.
You still
yeah.
cool with coming to my house. You still cool with doing
Wasting my
everything.
fucking time. You were
You
wasting my
cool
fucking
with
time.
doing everything that comes with being in this relationship, but you don't want to have the title.
Yes.
And I ain't with all that type of shit.
Now, if you can tell me that you're cool with doing everything in a relationship, but you don't want the actual title of a relationship, or say we boyfriend or girl or whatever it is, you got somebody else.
Facts.
You can't tell me
100%,
that like
100%.
you
100%.
scared to commit because somebody did this to you and they cheat on, but you doing everything that comes with being in a relationship.
Exactly. Or she waiting on, or he or she is waiting on that person to get it together.
You waiting on that. You waiting on somebody else, regardless of what you want to say.
Yeah.
Real shit.
Real shit.
Men included. If
Yeah,
I'm doing
facts,
everything that
facts.
comes with being in a relationship, you like, let's make it official. Like, you might as well. And I'm like, nah, I ain't ready to be in a relationship. Man, what the fuck? I see you every day.
Right, we've been doing this shit
We
for
do,
about 6
nigga,
months to a year now.
we've been in a relationship. Like,
Situation shit.
we've been in a relationship.
Hey,
Situationships is like, we be doing this here and there. Like, we don't know what it is.
To me, a situationship is everything. What we just said is it's everything. What you do in a relationship is just no title. It's just no title.
Okay, yeah.
That's what my definition of a situationship is.
But I'm saying, if we do everything that comes with being in a relationship, then we're in a relationship. Like, we're not in a situation. A situationship to me is like, I see you every now and then. We had these times, we had these talks. We like, sometimes I want to be around you, sometimes I don't. It's a situation. That's a situation. If I see you every day, if we on the phone every day, if we go on the dates, you the only person I'm sleeping with, I'm the only person you sleeping with. Nigga, we in a relationship, bro. We're in a relationship. We're in a relationship. I don't care how you try to put it. We're in a relationship.
Well,
No, that's
yeah,
right.
in my eyes, we ain't in that relationship till we establish we in that motherfucking relationship.
Yeah.
No, man. I mean,
Right?
That's
Guys,
just
I
me.
think-
That's me.
And I feel like we hit the topics. I feel like we got our points across today. I think
Yeah.
everybody is going to rock with it. If you listen deeply, I think you will learn something, take something away from this.
help
I
us
appreciate it.
learn.
Yeah,
Help
and,
us
and
learn.
tap in with us.
Y'all are listening.
If you
No.
got something to add in, like I said, you are always feel free to contact us in a social media form. Since again, on a professional level,
And come to Portman's
and
Come to
every
Portman.
Sunday.
that's the
Shout
big
out
thing.
Portman.
Come to Portland.
4 to 1:30 in the morning. It's Sunday fun day in here. You know what I'm saying?
Fun day.
No,
Got
but
the,
yeah,
got
man,
the games
listen,
on
y'all.
and everything in here, y'all. Packers
Bucks.
game. Go Bucks.
Bucks
Hopefully
and
they
shit.
get that dub.
If y'all are tapping in, y'all can reach out to us. Let us know what y'all want to talk about. Let us know your opinions on the podcast. Even if it's just what we can do better on here, just let us know. Again, it's just a couple of brothers that got together, just want to talk to everybody, talk about
Yeah, you remember
what we
Average
talk about in the
Performance.
public setting.
Okay.
On that note, y'all, we out of here. Appreciate y'all for listening to another episode of Smoking the Air podcast. We'll get with y'all next week Sunday.
Yes, Lord.
All right.
Thank you.